Yeah, mate. Another one to fix. I'm testing my phone here because I'm rendering a video of the still as I speak now in the phone, and also recording a video on the phone. So I'm wondering if it can cope with it or stop or whatever. So I'll keep an eye on it, make sure it can. So this I know it was told the owner Blue, it doesn't run. So first impressions, it's got pretty good compression. It could have more, so I'm a bit concerned about the piston, but it's dry. So I try to get fuel up through the prime button. There's no fuel, so I'd say she's just a dry old saw. So I'll go through it, same as the other ones. Because it's old cheapo stuff, I'll pull the muffler off this one for sure, because I'd say there'd be something wrong. If not, I'll go further on, but I guarantee that you need fuel lines the way these things are. Always do the fuel lines. Might be Mcculloch, but it's made by Electrolux, I think. They're all tight. Oh, that's tight. So we'll have a look inside the cylinder, see if it looks right. If it doesn't, well, I've got another saw here on the floor in bits, same model and all that crap, but a bit bleached in the sun. I got that from Jesse. They're a bit of saws and stuff like that today. It's past off sauce. So what will this one gives? Close to your chain, be careful, because I think I might cut myself then. Yeah, it did. You know, it's blunt. It is. So what we got in this one? Could have used impact drive for this. Luckily these bolts go into the cylinder, so they stay nice and tight. I've never seen one with bolts falling out. Nuts that can vibrate off. So here's the muffler. So what's inside? It's got a cheese grater inside of it. All the holes go up. It's weird. On the spark arrest is actually in the saw, so pull this part here off over. That comes off. Show you guys. That comes off the particular saw. That's a heat guard. You have to put it back on because it's a bit like Shutterbug. Shutterbug gave me the idea. There's your exhaust port, so that normally sits on the saw, but your heat guard there, which throws it back out the saw, so it goes like that and throws it forwards. So as of that Shutterbug exhaust goes through that, hits that, goes through, hits the back wall and ricochets back out those. So now this should come off, hopefully. Put the bolt off there, and it'll have a spark arrest sub button. I do find these quite often people put them back on the wrong way. It actually says here how to pull them off. It's a bit stuck, I think. Hang on, guys. Oh, use me hammer. Yes, anyway. Just give it a tap and try and tap and bring it out. That should do it. Normally they pop off. Don't do it hard though. Right, it's not gonna come. It's stuck too good. Alright, so can I put, okay, I go through the inside. Okay. Get something to tap that with. I'll put my 8mm pipe down there, give it a tap. No, still doesn't want to go. Wow, it's tight. Oh, hang on, it's moved. Alright, so it's moved, it's good. Just a bit, so I'll do a bit more. Don't rush things, guys, just take your time. I should be using a steel hammer for this. I'll get me hammer, my steel one. So steel, not still, steel. So I'll give it a tap. Yeah, she's starting to come. Other side. She did pop straight off. Come on, my dear. I'm giving birth. It's moving, but very slowly. That's alright. Yeah, bugger put back together, I think. I never had this much trouble before. Alright, I'll get this apart. You don't see me wasting my time on that. Ugh. Yeah, I'll look at the cylinder while we're here. We've got one to see what the cylinder's doing. Okay, I'll move the piston up a bit. Looks alright. And a clamshell design. Getting bolts here out of the road. So put it on my legs and look down. Hang on. Oh, it's heavy. Heavy little shit. Okay, so see that. Too bright. That's all we need. So I can't see myself. So it seems to be alright. A few little scratches, but nothing bad. It does look dry though, not much oil in there. One ring, a little mark top of the piston. Where this was the air filter's no good. That's what that looks like. Now I'll pull this muffler apart because I need to get to it. Well, while I'm doing that, I might as well finish this part of the muffler. I'll pull the air filter off, see what's missing and what's not missing, and we'll have to get these T27s. Nice looking toy. Would cost around about $300, something like that, back in the 80s. A dime a dozen. So many different versions of these things. So I don't really know who designed them, but I know that, so here. This one's made in Italy. Look at that. I thought it'd be Electrolux. Yeah, Italy. Okay. Yeah, Electrolux. So must be made there as well. Assembled in USA. Goes all around the whole freaking world. Right, I'll get this muffler apart. Actually, no, I'm doing the other part. Have a look at the air filter. Has it got one? It does. It has an air filter. Wow. Alright, someone's cut that. That's not factory. You cut with scissors and stuff. That'll work though. Something like that. And the inside the cover. Inside that cover there, that piece of plastic there holds it against the carby, so not the best idea, but I understand what they're doing. So you see up here, been pushing at that and holding it down. But I've got some air filter stuff. No, maybe it's as this, but designed for this sort of stuff. It's actually hard for me to blow through that. So it's the wrong material. I've come across it before. I didn't realise. If you can blow straight through with your breath, it's fine. But if you can't, you won't get the air and fuel. So you just get more fuel. But that's the wrong type of foam. So I'll get this muffler apart. Alright, I gave a bit of persuasion to it with a hammer, a plain screwdriver. I didn't bash it hard, but I put in the vise on this particular part, the side here, just enough that it'll hang on to it. But a couple of whacks with a hammer, see marks here. They'll go away afterwards and pop straight out. So they do come apart. Have a look inside. Yeah, so she's fine. Just empty can like that. But the way you're meant to look at these things, you see these holes and stuff. So even on that way. Some of the other ones do. I'll show you. There is a thing inside them. Actually shows you which way you're meant to go. So I'll pull off the hello. There's this spark arrestor. Everyone's the more screens for your chainsaw. There's heaps of these saws around. You buy them cheap. So what's it say? So it says there, cylinder top. So that goes on the saw with the spark arrestor. Top of the piston, top of the exhaust like that. And you put it back together. That's why it's meant to go. And I have mucked around with these. I didn't film it though. If you put them any other way, upside down, they do perform differently. But they perform better this way because you get the heat out of the saw. It goes straight up through the vents and straight at the back. And the exhaust. So just look at that. So yeah, put your screen arrestor back on like that. Just remember which side it's meant to go. But cylinder and up. As she says. Alright, CYL. Oh, you guys can see that. Then up. Or top, I should say. So top of the exhaust. Okay, so that's that done. More weight. Heavy little buggers. What I need to look at, these are known for fuel failures. So, like fuel pickup, stuff like that. So, has it got any fuel inside? It's done no work. This thing's like mint condition. Now, oh god, oh that stinks. That's terrible. So she needs fuel. Can't even see. Is the fuel line connected? Looks like it has got aftermarket fuel line. Maybe not. Pretty skinny. I only have a bit longer than that. It's just come on. It just comes down and it fills at the base. That's it. You normally have to go down and across, so you can use the saw in any direction when it's full or empty. But way this is set up, as soon as it gets close to being empty, it will start sucking in. Yeah, I think it's been replaced. So I'll probably have to replace that part. Not hard. So do it now, maybe frustrated, put it later on. So where, okay, you see it. And there's the fuel line. I would have thought it's got other fuel lines, your pulse line, your primer, so you should be able to hear it squirting. But if it's been disconnected, there's fuel in there, but not much. Not sucking fuel up, so I wonder if this disconnected that. Pull these two bolts off. That should get the air filler out of the way. These saws get thrown out so quickly, but no, people don't have patience for them. They're alright. They're a heavy little house brick. Go for years. Just not a saw that has huge power. So I have got a black one of these. It's on the floor. I was going to make the black one for the old bloke. Because I've got it running, just haven't videoed it yet. But my daughter, Ursula, hang on, it's a kid, Amber, she done the NH841 video for me. And that was hard for her because she didn't like attention, everyone filming her and looking at her. But she done a good job for a girl. Very first time. She doesn't like the type of attention. But yeah, she did for me. Made Daddy happy. So that's out of the road. Come on. There we go. So what is hanging on to that? Okay. So you got the accelerator cable down there. So you got a nut there. How that comes off. That's why people hate these things. Pliers, where are they? Oh, I need small pliers to this. Maybe use screwdriver. Just pop that off. I'm manually opening up the accelerator, and maybe I can pop that off with my thumb, finger or something. Right there. Cable off the bottom of the plastic bit. Now what's holding the other side? Yanks can make good stuff, but then again, why do they do certain things? I think because they know you're going to have to buy another saw. Alright. I've got to unwind this cable. Some of these saws seem to be better completely disconnected. So you see that there. That's where the cable goes through. I'm going to have to disconnect that from the actual carbide itself. I don't know if I can. Yeah, so sometimes it's better just to pull all the handlebars off so you get full access. It might be a pain in the ass, but not quicker later on. So I might pull this stuff off. Then I can get to this airfield and stuff without having this crap on the road. I think I'll do that because it just makes more sense. This is separate too. Might be able to, because the head accelerator and stuff like that. Ugh. I know, I'll have to wait for a sec. Alright, I can pull that. I can do that either. If I undo it, how the hell am I meant to put it back on? What are those silly stuff? I'll pull that part of the carbide off. The mixture screw bungs. I can't even get to that. Alright, so she's a bit of a complicated one. I like that. We'll start off it. Then work out what's going on with that. There's one. Nice yellow. Two. There's four. Yeah, he was given this, he was told by the person who gave it to him, it doesn't run, but he was never told why. So, I started to fix it for him. Okay, so, lots of debris and crap in here. Now, has this fuel line still got the primer? No, it hasn't. Okay, that's why it doesn't run properly. So, you have to have your primer hooked up, which will put fuel into the carbide, so you have to pull and pull and pull. That has to come up now. So someone didn't know what they were doing. I know what I'm doing half the time. So that, I can understand why though, because you get all these parts apart from each other that actually work on the thing. And that wire, that's pain in the butt, that. I'll try and get this part there off. There's someone going, I used to make them, I put them together. So, I got to pull the bolt completely out. That's what it is, the carbide belt to hold them in place. But I can't get that off until I get this off. And this goes behind that, so I see, said the blind man. So that's why I won't do that. Alright, I pulled the handle off, I think. It's getting to that point. Okay, I'm starting to see how this works. I pulled the main handle wrap bar off the top. Any free screws that came off. These are known for the spring, the vibration spring to break. This one's good. I take this other part off, so it looks like there's one bolt, I think, on that. Yeah, so where did that come from? That way the carbide will come off with the accelerator cable. That's part of it. Right, so that comes off now. So hopefully I can pull that carbide off. Everything in one hit. Okay, so got the cable come out there. I can really get to it now. stupid stuff this is. The choke lever's in there too. Okay, so if I pull that choke lever up and out, it squishes in, so you be careful not to damage it too much. You don't want to come out, but not designed for big fat fingers. Okay, how do I get that out? Right there. It's a like a split thing. I'll show you when I get there. No. Pliers. Pull it evenly, so I can get it out without breaking the thing. Being long nose pliers, they're good because you can reach the place where you can't normally reach. Ah, hurts you down. Okay, that's what's in that. See, little wedge there. Okay. They're no breaking. You can buy them on AliExpress. I've seen them for a while though, but you can buy them. It's something that's designed to break. That's it. That's it. Alright, so I can pull the carbine and everything out. I'll pull the fuel line off because the fuel line's wasting time the way it is now. Don't want stuck on there. There you go. It's off. So take your handle off. That's the way to do it. Gasket. Happy with the gasket. Now this carby. Is it the correct carby? Yes it is. So your fuel. Pretty sure I've worked it out myself. I'll pull the carby out and clean it, but that there is your fuel line, the top one. Underneath there is your pulse line. So as you pump, you're sucking fuel through the saw, and I don't know if this is the correct one. You might pump the fuel to this point here, and it overflows back out that point. I'll have to do a muck around and work it out. I actually look at the other source, but normally either that or you can have your purge button. You'll suck fuel. It's probably out of stuff actually. I've seen it before. So the fuel goes into the top one there, and you suck the fuel from this bottom one and out. So it primes the fuel in the carby and the stuff. So that was not connected up. I'll put a new fuel line in there and I'll re-rig this up. So that's how it's done. And I'll put it back together. But the worst part is that side of the carby set the cable. Don't like that. So I have to put that on first before I do it. Alright, I'll do that now. I'll get the fuel line in the tank first. I have to dip out the fuel though, because this fuel stinks rotten. I think my phone's going mad because I'm downloading videos and recording videos and editing videos all at the same time. Now this is a spare part one I've got. No near as good condition wise. So it's a 2214. Same as the one I'm working, 2214. I've got another one here. Don't know what this one is. It's a Mac 335. Probably the same size motor, but the whole point of this is having a look how wide up with fuel lines. So fuel line down here. When you purge it up, pulse line. Your primer line, I should say. You suck the fuel up out of here, goes through your carby and goes back down here. Okay, extra hole. But my problem is I can't see one on blue saw. So here's the other one. Same thing again. Fuel line there. Fuel line gets sucked from that bottom part there. Goes to the primer bowl. But I can't see where it goes back. I've no idea. Okay, what's that there? I can't find a hole in that book one. Okay, it's going to the floor there. Pull these two carby bolts out. Be hiding what I need to see. You've got to have lines to actually work on it. Maybe why I didn't put it back on. Have the same problem I'm having. That'd be right every time you do stuff. Alright, I need a magnet. Drop the ball. we go. Okay, so I'm going to get the carby off now. Oh, the choke's in the road. I'm not going to worry about the choke. So, the fuel line goes down there. Okay, still, where's the exit go? Fuel comes up. Okay, fuel's coming up out of the tank. It's here. Goes to carby, and the primer bowl is sucking it through to here and returning it back. Returning it back down there. Okay, so there's two holes that are fine. Now, the good one is clean. Someone's been inside this thing and cleaned it up, but just couldn't work it out. Right, I can see one hole and it's super loose. Should be tighter than that. Okay, it's there. There's a return line just in there. Let's see. Very small stuff. So I'll drill that out and put out a bigger hose because it's like fuel for your carby, for your primer, and back down into your fuel tank. So you have inlet and outlet. Yeah, I think that's why it does it. That hole, that's a really tiny hose. I'm always buying stuff for chainsaws. This is all different sizes. I didn't think I'd need all the sizes, but I was trying to find the right hose. So that big one there will probably and that one there will probably work with that hole that's been drilled, and I replace that hose. That's all wrong. When I've done that, I was taking her for a run and see how she goes. But they're all small modes, but these are only just a few. I've got quite a few of these, but I had no reason to get them going because they're gullers little things. I got some compression. I did have a look on the back side of the motor too. There's no wear marks on the piston. So whoever had it didn't suck dirt and crap up. So it looks alright. It's not worn out, put it that way. So I'll empty this fuel out and let it go. I'll put some more fuel lines. Just poured the petrol out. And I got a bit confused because I thought, is that petrol or oil? It's real thick stuff. So running down the table there. I think it is two-stroke fuel that's just evaporated. So it's thick stuff. But I honestly thought it was oil. Anyway, I have oil here is if one of the screws are pieced into the oil tank. Is it actually oil? It says oil. I say it's fuel. And a tiny bit of oil, not much. I don't think it's oil though, just old fuel. First part's stunk, but not too bad now. So change these fuel lines, put back together, and it should be right. Just wondering if anyone's had this apart before. I was looking at the gasket here, the silicone. I've seen these when they don't be glued properly. Proper heat glue or fuel sensitive glue to open back up again, start sucking air and you blow thing up. But it hasn't done much work on the rim drive, so I would say it's all factories the fuel lines go. I'm not going to use a small fuel line and use a proper one. Right, get this done. Tool you have to make is a bit of wire to replace your fuel lines. Just a bit of wire, tie wire to handle this, and a little hook under it like that. So I'm going to pull this fuel cap out because I don't want that in the road. It's a pain in the butt trying to work in there. So there's the end of it, just collapses by itself. If it doesn't collapse, you have to hook onto it and pull it sideways. Now with this tool, look down inside your motor, get the fuel line, and hook it and pull it out. Can't do two things at once. Look behind the fuel filter. Try and get its weight out first. Come on. I got the end of the fuel filter's got to come off. then we'll come straight out. No. Get the pliers, that'll make it. Grab it now. Right, see? The fuel for tool grabs it like that, just pull the thing out. This is too short. Wrong type of fuel too. It looks like PVC bubbles for fish tank. There's a lot of crap in here, dirt. Dirt inside the bottom of that. So you wash it out on the shed floor. Can't really get a few of these things. There's holes holding it in there. It's weird, so I can't get any more out than what's it. So I'll have to give a wash of petrol and do it like that way. Bit of petrol. Because these are what these things are, what you do with your fuel on is work out. There's 4 different types in this bag. 4. So you gotta find your exit on the actual carby, which is here. So you're sucking fuel through the carby from the main fuel in and out. Okay, there's a couple of different ways carby like that work. Some actually purge inside, come out, and you hear them. But this one here goes that way. So you got small little lines like that. Work out which one actually fits the hose nice and tight when it come off. Once you've worked it out, work out what size drill you need, and drill a hole on that small plastic part down there. Try not to make it too big because you don't want fuel leaking out. This one down here is leaking pretty bad. Where's my pointer? This one's leaking down there. The hole's a bit too big, but hopefully this bigger hose will take that hole up and make it go better. But all you do is work out how much hose you need. This one here was just too short, way too short. But I got a new filter, Husqvarna type one. They were going that. So with the dirt and shit in here. Yeah, I'll work that out. I'll get the hose and I'll show you how they go in. Pretty easy. Now this is a bit of kerfuffle, Mr. Brown boys. Now the carby does not have very big fuel lines from factory. So I'll show you what I mean. This bigger fat fuel line fits the hole that they drilled, but doesn't fit very much. Try and get a view. Doesn't fit very well on the actual outlet, or the inlet into the carby. But out of all the hoses, it's probably the best one there. So I'll put a zip tie on the end and pull it tight. What's these other ones here? So that's loose, even smaller. Okay, next one. The small one, I can't get it on. So I think that's what's meant to be on it. Tiny one. So the overflow for your primer bowl, where's that? There. See, once one of these, you can handle the small one, okay? So that will go on the primer, but the big one, I'll be the fat hose, because I've got some black hose, so I'll get the black hose. You can never have enough fuel on. If you need to run out, you scratch your head trying to fix it. Alright, now, the main fuel line in. So it's loose too. So I'll stick with the big one, because the big one I know fits the hole. This one's too, yeah. That one there is loose, so we'll go to the big one. And I'll just have to work my way around that. So, you gotta work with what you've got. Okay, so we'll put that fuel on aside. Big, 4 minutes of this stuff. So, come on. So, we'll get, I'll show you how it fits in there. It goes straight down there. Way too big for it, but I'll make it fit. Get along those pliers and just force it in there. That happens sometimes. I'll try and show you guys. It's at the base of the fuel line and push it down. Keep doing it until it comes out. So that's in now. Where is it? Okay, I see it. I'll pull it out. One of those pliers, that's why I bought these buggers. They're handy. Ridiculous stuff. No, try and get the go off that side because it's hitting a wall in the back of the fuel tank. Oh, where's my screwdriver? There's just one. And I'm on a step and I can't get past the step. I even got it now. There you go. So that's it. Now, other ways to do it, you cut the end of that pipe there, a sharp point, so like a 45-degree angle point like that, and you shove that in the hole until you can finally go along those pliers and drag it out. So I'll say with that, I'll cut this off a bit, but you have it just so the fuel line is there, I'd say. Don't need no more because it's not a heavy duty saw or any means. So, but that's the purge prime button, so that goes in next. Put the fuel filter in that and make sure that's fine. I have to drill a hole for the next fuel line. So grab that. What's it look like? It's only odd number, odd size. We got their own fuel lines, only two. Now I have to put this onto that. If I can do that. So grab that fuel line, squeeze it and push it on. Very tight. Tight fuel line, okay. I have to fiddle around with that, but that'll go into that. Pull more of this line out so I can work on it. Right. Go on there. Okay, that's just going on. Okay, so that's back in there. To there. All it needs. Just so when you look through the hole, just make sure your fuel filter's sitting on the floor. That's it. So you don't need no more or no less. So just push her down. She's actually laying flat on the floor. So if you guys can see that. That's how I work out my fuel filter. So you don't want to have sucking air when you're trying to run the store. So that's that filter done. Now the primer. Now I worked out. Where is the primer? I worked out that the small one here on the primer is a suck and the other one's one blow. So I got to work out a fuel line for this, which is the small one here. Work out the size I need to drill a hole for that. And this will be it's the fuel coming out through the primer and yeah, okay. So what size hole does it need? I mean a very big hole. But the hole is there, it's just not big enough, it's small as. So if I drill this, what am I looking for? Say 3.5 mils. If you have to make it wider, you drag the drill bit left and right to the thing and make it bigger. So now, I'm going back in where the factory one is. I can't zoom there. That's made the hole bigger. Now hopefully they'll fit. No, I think bigger, so I've got to do 4mm. I'll keep doing that until I get the fuel line through. I couldn't show this on camera because I used both my fingers and stuff. Now the fuel line's going into that little hole, and it being 4mm, just shove that in there. Could have been tighter, but I didn't really care too much. Use most of your time, use your saw upright, so it'll cause a vacuum, you know. So that hose should be down there. I'm going to grab it with my finger. This is the exit side. Right, there's the exit. So I have to drag it up to, I'll just put it towards the bottom there, something like that. Wish it was a bit tighter now, but I didn't think it would go in the way. They'll go to the large side of the spikes. Yeah, the one on the right. And the one on the left is one that will stuck the fuel through the carby and stubble in. Now the way I worked that out, you put it on your lip and you press it and you feel it stuck to your face. So that's the easy way I do it. But I have to organise this now. These particular ones have got a dowel on the prime button, so they have to stick one particular way or not. So I don't know if these are normal or what they are, but I was not broken. But anyway, I'll put this on and we'll get it fixed up.